Hello everyone, welcome to Beck's Travel Itinerary. In this video, I will take you with me on a 2-day trip to Bruny Island. There will be a suggested Bruny Island itinerary towards the end of this video for both day trips and overnight trips. I will also link the itineraries in the description box underneath. Please like, comment and subscribe if you like the contents in this video. Our journey to Bruny Island started with a 20-minute ferry from Kettering Ferry Terminal. The ticket can be purchased either online or on arrival from the ticket booth. While on board, you can also step outside of the car for some beautiful sceneries. Once arrived at Bruny Island, we headed down south towards Great Bay. Our first stop was a little docking bay off Great Bay Road. The water here was crystal clear, with plenty of beautiful rocks and shells on the water bank, easily visible from afar. Next up, we visited Shucked from across the road. Shucked is a locally owned business, specializes in fresh oysters from the Great Bay area. Their menu offers both natural and cooked oysters, as well as a range of beverages. We ordered both natural and cooked oysters, and the freshness of these oysters could definitely be tasted from all the dishes we enjoyed. If desired, you can also get oysters for takeaway from their unique oyster drive-thru. A few hundred meters down the road, we then visited the Bruny Island Cheese Company. As the name suggests, they specialize in cheese, but they also offer a range of Tasmanian beverages, especially beer. We ordered a cheese tasting platter and a beer tasting paddle, which were both delicious. After feeding our bellies, we jumped back into the car and headed down south towards the Neck lookout. By this time, the day was already getting more cloudy, with rain started to drizzle down. Once we arrived at the Neck, we hiked up the 279 stairs to get to the top of the lookout platform for a bird's eye view of this area. From this lookout platform, you will see on one side there are big waves crashing in from the ocean, and on the other side there is tranquil water with black swans roaming around. This contrast is so surreal and breathtakingly beautiful. This area is also an important habitat for native animals. There is also a relatively flat boardwalk, which can take you to the ocean side for fairy penguin viewing at nighttime. After soaking in the views from the Neck, we headed towards Adventure Bay. There are a few lookouts and beaches to explore in Adventure Bay, which include Coal Point, Two Tree Point, and the Adventure Bay Beach. At Coal Point, you can not only enjoy a view of the beautiful Adventure Bay, but also take a glimpse into the coal mining history of this area back in the late 1800s. If you wish to get closer to the white sand and crystal clear water, Two Tree Point and the Adventure Bay Beach are perfect spots for a leisure stroll. By the time we left Adventure Bay, the rain had gotten heavier. In the spirit of not wasting the day, we headed towards Cloudy Bay. It was mainly unsealed roads leading to Cloudy Bay, which was quite tricky to drive on in wet weather. But the beauty of this hidden paradise made the drive well worth it. In here, all we could find was large crashing waves with untouched nature, tucked away from regular foot traffic. As much as we loved this spot, we had to leave this place earlier than expected because the rain was getting heavier and heavier with huge dark clouds looming in. It was definitely a cloudy day in Cloudy Bay. Because of the heavy rainfall on day 1, we were unable to watch the sunset and fairy penguins at the neck as previously planned. Instead, we woke up early the next morning and watched sunrise at the neck, and then went to Adventure Bay after. The sunrise from both of these places were stunning, and we also had this island pretty much all to ourselves because there were barely any traffic early in the morning on Bruny Island. After breakfast, we visited Cape Bruny Lighthouse. Similar to the drive towards Cloudy Bay, the roads here are mainly unsealed roads, and I do suggest driving a robust vehicle to visit where possible. The Cape Bruny Lighthouse is located at the southernmost tip of Bruny Island. The views around here are captivating, with blue sky in the background. The water, the cliff, and the lighthouse all looked so picturesque. There is also a 20 minutes guided lighthouse tour available, which I highly suggest doing, as it will provide you with an unobstructed panoramic view of the Tasman Sea and this beautiful coastline. After visiting the lighthouse, we visited a few more local shops on the way back to the ferry terminal. Bruny Island was among the most memorable places we visited in Tasmania. Alongside the remarkable sceneries, I especially enjoyed how peaceful and secluded this island felt in the late afternoon and early morning. I do suggest staying for at least a night when visiting Bruny Island, so you can truly explore a different side of this paradise.